Hello and welcome to my presentation about the American Dream. First of all, we look at the general definition of the American Dream. Various definitions exist, but probably one of the most common states that the American Dream contains the belief that as long as one works hard and believes in their vision, success will come their way. So, now that we defined the American Dream, we'll focus on the central thesis of this presentation. This thesis states that the American Dream is nothing more than just a myth. It does not really exist, it's an illusion. In order to discuss this thesis, we are going to look at some pros and cons whether the American Dream is a myth. One fact which speaks in favor of the American Dream and against our thesis is that people have already accomplished the American Dream. For example, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He grew up in a small town in Austria. Despite the criticism Arnold received in Austria for wanting to do an unusual sport like bodybuilding, he kept believing in himself and his vision, worked extremely hard to ultimately become the best bodybuilder in history. Plus, he became a tremendous movie star too. Then, probably the most convincing example is Barack Obama, President of the United States of America. He had a sheer unrealistic dream for an Afro-American back in the 60s and 70s. Afro-Americans weren't even allowed to sit in the front of the bus. Therefore, the assumption that an Afro-American citizen could one day be the head of the state seemed very unrealistic. But nevertheless, Obama didn't give up and fulfilled his dream. Another aspect which speaks in favor of the American Dream is America's free economy, which is based on a free market scheme. Supply and demand regulate the economy. Moreover, due to favorable business conditions, numerous advantages exist if you want to start your own business. All men are created equal, Thomas Jefferson said. So logically, all men in the US should have equal opportunities in life, right? But is that really the case? As far as the education is concerned, definitely not. Every child has the right to attend high school and get a solid education. But in order to get access to the really good jobs in America, you need to graduate from college. The best colleges in the US cost up to $250,000 for 4 years. So either you have very rich parents, or you're leaving college with high debts. The possibility to attend a community college, which is almost free, does also exist, but one should not underestimate the reputation of the colleges. A degree from Yale or Harvard is much more worth than a degree from Queen's Community College. Now let's summarize the strongest arguments. The American Dream is a myth. An argument which denies this thesis is that proof exists. People have already achieved the American Dream before. Furthermore, the US economy, with its free market scheme, provides many opportunities. However, the current educational system in the US supports our thesis. Education and a good social environment to grow up in remain a privilege in the United States of America. All in all, there are strong arguments on both sides, but one could definitely argue that the problematic educational system in the US, the unequal environment children are growing up in, are not beneficial in regards to achieve the American Dream, but at the same time, they do not make it impossible. Therefore, the opportunity to live the American Dream still exists, but for some people it's more challenging than for others.